Welcome to Mother Cluckers. My name is Debbie, and today I'm going to talk about why a hen's eggshell color fades over time. As a hen gets older, you might notice that the color of their eggshells get lighter or fades compared to when they were younger. This happens because of the way their bodies produce pigment for the eggshell. Inside a hen's oviduct, which is the passage where the egg forms, there are special cells that add color to the shell. These pigment-producing cells work hard when the hen is young, creating the deep browns, blues, or greens that you see in fresh eggs from young layers. These color eggshells are browns and pinks. Just like anything that works continuously, these cells slow down over time. It's kind of like a paintbrush that starts running out of paint. It still works, but the color isn't as strong. The pigment fades gradually, so an egg that was once a deep brown might turn into a lighter tan, and a blue egg might look more washed out. This doesn't mean anything is wrong with the hen, it's just part of the aging process. The breed of the chicken also plays a big role in how much the color fades. Some breeds, like Marins and Wells Summers, lay dark brown eggs because they deposit a heavier layer of pigment on the shell. Over time, as their bodies get older, they don't put down as much pigment, so their dark brown eggs become lighter shades of brown. Hens that lay blue eggs, like Aracanas or Easter eggers, don't fade as much because their eggshell color comes from a different pigment that is actually part of the shell itself rather than being layered on top. Another reason for fading egg color is the laying cycle of the hen. Hens that lay a lot of eggs in a short period might run out of pigment faster, making their eggs lighter. If a hen takes a break from laying, for example, during a molt or in the colder months, her next few eggs might be darker because her body had more time to build up pigment again. A hen's health and diet can also affect shell color. If a hen isn't getting enough nutrients, especially things like calcium and protein, her eggs might come out looking paler. This is because her body focuses on keeping her healthy rather than producing rich pigment. Stress can also play a role. If a hen is under stress from extreme heat, being bullied in the flock, or sudden changes in her environment, her egg color might become lighter than usual. Even though the color fades, the egg itself is still just as nutritious and delicious. The pigment is only on the shell and doesn't affect the yolk, flavor, or quality of the egg. Some people even prefer the look of lighter colored eggs, especially if they come from hens they've had for years and are still laying well. So when does this fading actually start to happen? Most hens will begin laying lighter eggs by their second or third year. Some breeds, especially those that lay heavily pigmented eggs, might start to fade after just a year and a half, while others might hold on to their color longer. By the time a hen is 4 or 5 years old, her eggs will likely be significantly lighter than when she first started laying. If she's a breed that lays a rich brown egg, you might notice her eggs turning more of a cream or tan shade. If she lays blue or green eggs, they may look more faded and pastel-like over time. This change in egg color is a natural sign of aging and doesn't mean a hen is unhealthy. It just means she's been laying consistently for a long time. Some hens, depending on their genetics and care, might still produce richly colored eggs well into their 4th or 5th year, while others will show noticeable fading earlier. So if you ever notice your hen's eggs getting lighter over time, it's just a natural part of aging. It doesn't mean she's sick or laying bad eggs, it just means she's been a reliable layer for a long time. It's a sign that she's worked hard to give you eggs for many months or even years. You can tell if your hen is getting older by paying attention to her eggs, her appearance, and her laying habits. If you've had the hen since she started laying, compare her current eggs to the ones from her first year. If they've gotten noticeably lighter, it's a sign she's aging. Older hens also show physical changes. Her combs and wattles may look paler or shriveled. Her legs can get thicker and rougher, and her feathers may appear more worn or tattered. Laying frequency is another clue. Young hens lay regularly, but as they age, they take longer breaks between eggs. Their annual molts might also take longer, and they may struggle to regrow feathers as quickly. If you notice a hen taking longer to recover from molting or laying fewer eggs after molting, she's probably past her peak laying years. Eggshell quality can also change. Older hens may lay eggs with thinner or rougher shells due to a decline in calcium absorption. If her eggshells feel different or look less smooth, that's another sign she's aging. You can also watch how her eggs change over the seasons. If her eggs darken after a break, like during molting or winter, but fade again when she lays regularly, that's a sign her pigment-producing cells are slowing down. These subtle changes give you a good idea of how old your hen is and whether she's nearing the end of her best laying years. That's what makes backyard chickens so special. Each egg tells a little story about the hen that laid it, how old she is, how well she's doing, and even what she's been eating. Whether the eggs are dark brown, light tan, deep blue, or soft green, they're still a wonderful part of raising chickens. Hens over 5 years old can still lay eggs, but it becomes less frequent. While most hens slow down significantly after their 3rd or 4th year, some, especially heritage breeds, can continue laying well into old age. It's not common, but there are cases where hens have laid eggs at 8, 9, or even 10 years old. These hens usually lay sporadically, maybe just a few eggs a month or even one every few months. This phenomenon is rare, but it does happen, especially with well cared for backyard hens. Unlike commercial hens that are replaced after peak production, backyard chickens often live out their full lifespan, and some will surprise their owners by laying the occasional egg even after a decade. It's a reminder that every hen is different, and some will continue to lay right up until the end of their lives, even if it's just once in a while. Thank you so much for watching and supporting our channel, and we'll see you next time.